are already pumped up, and the energy is visibly escalating outside of this venue. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. In this one, we'll see the Philadelphia 76ers against the Charlotte Hornets. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Oh, what a group. You look at Valentine. You know, there have been moments for him this year, but overall, it just doesn't look like he'll finish near the top of the list.
And I thought at one point he may make a move up those rankings, but he's just never took that next step forward.
Well, there are a lot of good rookies this season, and he's had trouble keeping pace. But to me, there's no reason to think he won't continue to improve next year.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Lou Dort out there with Bridges, and it's Bassey in at center. And for Philadelphia, George is out there with MP. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. Well, we are quickly reaching the end of the regular season. Doris, are you as excited as I am for the playoffs coming up?
Definitely, Kevin, and I know it's on the players' and coaches' minds. It's right there waiting for us. But let's remember, the most mature teams, the best teams, recognize games are still to be played. You cannot let the playoffs distract you from what's in front of your face.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
And that one's good. MP.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
Bridges outside. And Embiid pulls it down. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Kendall. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. MP's got 6.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
Pass to Bassey. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. There's a screen. Here's Ball. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you have to be willing to take what the defender gives you. LaMelo Ball gets into that mid-range, makes the defender pay.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. To the middle. Here's Bassey. Good D by Embiid.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
76ers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against Houston.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone. Goodness. That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Hornets trail by 8. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Dort passes to Bridges. Back to Dort. Paul George with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it.
Well, MP not going to waste a transition opportunity.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You take a look at the 76ers. They've continued to play strong basketball, not utterly dominant as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, the Hornets, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And I think for the 76ers, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. 9-point game. There's Miller with the three. Rebound by the 76ers. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Embiid with the steal. MP inside. Defended by Bridges. Kicks it out to Maxey. Sinks the three-pointer.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
They set the pick. Ball, the pass to Miller. And the rejection by Embiid.
And how about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers.
Back to MP. Stolen by Dort. Here's Miller. Pass to Bessie. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. The 76ers, #1.
You know, they're pressuring the ball more, challenging every single shot. Their defense has been playing at a really high level.
Kendall, and he lays it straight in. MP's got 18 points in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now we get a chance to check out some stats for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Bridges kicks the ball. Miller outside. Shot to stop the run. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Tyrese Maxey. And such a great distributor and decision maker among the top 10 in assists per game.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters. Philadelphia leading by 14. MP finds Maxey. A 3-ball. Dort grabs the miss.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
6 to shoot. Bridges for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. MP's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Ball feeling it out a bit. And that one is hammered home.
LaMelo Ball showing off that facilitation. That is pretty pick-and-roll basketball.
Pass to McCain. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Maxey. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists now tonight.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Got that one up quick.
Well, the best way to respond to a three is with your own three. Miles Bridges have at it.
The try by MP.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Bassey, the pass to Miller. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Embiid against Dort. There's Miller with the three, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. MP's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backdoor.
And that one's good, Maxey.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout. Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Hawks. Outside, Dort. Ball against Maxey. Releases. Ball no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Kendall, the shot's good on the assist by George. MP's got 22 points.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Pass the ball. To stop the run, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Yabusele, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Here's Ball. Last game, 26 points. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
And MP throws it down.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Smith dishes the ball. Price with a screen on Maxey. Ball kicks to Miller. And Salon gets it to go.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
MP finds Maxey. Back to MP. To the paint. Pass to McCain. Screen by MP. A fresh 14 for Philadelphia. Maxey, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, my goodness. MP stealing the show.
Price outside. 55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Salon, no good. And so, MP will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rise with a screen for Ball. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Ball's got 15.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of 10.
Wow!
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Here's Ball. Here's Salon. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Abusele out there with MP. Then there's Maxey. And it's McCain in at the two-guard spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. Smith the pass to Price. Drills the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
MP, good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And it's Smith missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
A nice shot by McCain.
Well, MP might be young, but looking like a veteran with that read and setup.
Smith kicks to Ball. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts, a scorching 88%.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Council. And the three ball is good. Council's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Smith on the wing. Hasn't made one yet. Pass the ball. MP grabs the miss. MP's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Maxey. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Philadelphia's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Back to MP. 76ers moving the ball around. Pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 5. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance on the money from 12 feet away.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
MP outside. 3-on-3. Here's Grimes. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Wow, that's a big-time power play by Quentin Grimes. Nice finish.
Pass to McCain. Screen by MP. No one covering. McCain's got 4 this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Pass to Council. Lets the 3 fly. McCain's shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Salon. A 3-pointer off the mark. MP outside. And here's MB. Maxey finds MP. A floater, and the layup is up and in. 34 points for MP.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
I'll tell you, take the momentum from the drive as a launching pad. MP, ready to go.
Smith with it. Maxey covering. And the rejection by MP. Inside, MB, the pass to Maxey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And the 76ers making a change here. McConnell's checked in. Smith the pass to Ball. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Here's Bassett, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 7-9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. And MP throws it down.
And I'm loving the energy MP is attacking with. He's not giving this defense any room to breathe.
Outside, Dort. Outside, Ball. A floater, and it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Council. That shot off the mark. Nice defense from Dort. Pass to Bassey. Can they get it? Trying to get open is Miller. And Ball with the lay-in. And that's 21 points for LaMelo Ball.
Wow, LaMelo is always a tough matchup, but tonight, almost impossible.
And the dunk by MP.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Hornets have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Bassey, the pass to Bridges. Here's Bassey. The kick out to Ball. Bridges for 3. And it's Council with the rebound. Here's Kendall. Offensive rebound. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Now we get a chance to check out LaMelo Ball. He's been dominant over the last month, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
There's the screen. The shot by George, wide open. Good on the triple. George has got 8 points.
You've got to be in Paul George's shooting space in order to make him uncomfortable. You give him anything easy, look out.
Miller with a screen on McConnell. Bridges outside. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Bridges passes to Smith. Will it go? And the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Just 4 to shoot. Dort passes to Bassie. For 3, Smith.
Oof, ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against Houston lit up the floor. He dropped in 55 points and a triple-double for all that effort. Just a fantastic night for him. The kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Smith against McConnell. Dort with a screen for Smith. The three-pointer, no good.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball, and able to help them close this gap. And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Poked away, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And here's George for 3. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. George has got 8 points here in this quarter. Here's Smith. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Miller kicks to Smith. Outside, Dort.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. Back to Smith. And the rejection by MP.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
The shot by George, no good. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
That block is about MP knowing the scouting report. This guy knew exactly where he was trying to get to.
The 76ers making a switch here. Yabusele's checked in. There's Miller with the 3. Drills it from outside.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Dunn passes to George. Puts it up from 12. And MP gets it to go on the assist by George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Smith. Dort with a screen for Smith. And a miss there on the triple.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Again, Philadelphia.
This guy practically automatic. Paul George in the catch and shoot. Look out.
Tries from 10. The rebound by Paul George.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
I think if you get out-rebounded by that wide a margin, it speaks to a lack of energy and effort, and that's problematic.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
11 seconds left now here in the second. Now Smith. Bridges, no one around him. And so it's MP making things happen for the 76ers. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Back right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans half-court shot.
Thanks for...
I'm guessing my buddy over here loving it. They were forcing the ball into the paint with excellent results.
Hey, it's not rocket science. I keep telling people that.
And let's move on to the... Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Bridges out there with Lou George. And it's Bassey in at the 5, down low. Ball with the bucket.
There is just such enthusiasm, such a love for the game with LaMelo. Shot after shot going down.
He got it again. Sensational.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Well, the Hornets shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. George against Dort. Now here's Ball. A 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. MP's got his 16th rebound on the night. Down low. And yep, another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Outside, Ball. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Maxey.
Yeah, you love how LaMelo uses the contact to get to the line. This guy's IQ on the offensive end is something else.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Ball hits them both. Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter.
Boy, this guy has not been in the league long, but MP has such a tremendous knack of getting to the line.
The 76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw good, MP. And both free throws good for MP. Here are the Hornets with the ball. Bridges outside. Back to Ball. To the inside. Bassey. And the rejection by MP. Shot clock at 3. Miller outside. It's hauled in by MP.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Bangs home the trifecta. Maxey's got 18 points.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Pass the ball. Back to Miller. And it's MV with the rebound.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Back to Maxey. MP sets the screen for Maxey. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Ball no good. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Embiid trying to break loose, and it's good for 2. MP's got 56 points in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To halt the run. Passy the pass the ball. And that one drops for him. And that's now 27 points for LaMelo Ball.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Bridges finds Miller. Charlotte moving it around. Inside, here's Bassett, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Maxey looking it over. MP outside. Back to Maxey. Screen by MP. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist by MP.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Dort kicks the ball. Miller the pass to Bridges. And here is Dort. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside, Maxey. Pass to McCain. And the 76ers get it back. MP, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Outside, Ball. To the middle. It's Dort on the wing. Gets a very good look and converts.
You can just see the development of Lou Dort's game. Gets himself into that in-between area and makes it look easy.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, DA, thanks. MP kicks to George. MP sets the screen for George. Yep, it counts. George has got 19 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Ball. Bucket is good. That's now 32 points for LaMelo Ball.
Well, the quickness helps LaMelo Ball out inside right there. Just allows him to get the quick drop on the defense.
Another bucket. Wow. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Trying to find Maxey and gets it to him.
Doesn't take much for Maxey to find a lane to the rim.
The Hornets have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Miller outside. Ball against Maxey. Bridges outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight.
Miles Bridges getting more and more audacious from the three-point line. We see you, sir.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Ball, the pass to Bridges. Poke loose. It's Miller on the wing. Off target from outside.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
To the paint, George finds Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
Well, Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen. That's exactly what you want to see from MP at this stage of his career. Get to the rim and leave no doubt.
Charlotte calls timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for LaMelo Ball.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Price dishes to Smith. Price with a screen on McConnell. Smith, no luck. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Count it, good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Hornets shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Smith finds Price. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. MP up top. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. On the wing, MP. Back to Maxey. MP sets the screen for Maxey. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Smith with it. 5 points in the game. Looking to get back on track here. Shots good by Miller. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Pass to Council. Here's Maxey. MP kicks to Yabusele. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
That's just excellent vision from MP. Puts it on time and on target.
Outside, Dort. Here's Salon, covered by MP. Miller outside for 3. The rebound by Yabusele.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 17-7 run. Another one goes. Incredible. 71 points and no end in in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Pass to Miller. Here's Salon. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. Miller's got 3 assists tonight.
You get a sense of the court awareness of Brandon Miller.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And for the Hornets, they're shooting around 48% so far in the third. Here's Salon. From outside, off the mark.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Shoots from the baseline. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Price on the wing. The rebound by Yabusele.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Back to MP. Pass to Council. Up and in on the layup. Council's got 5 points so far.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers, able to put on a show for the ages. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That
First-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Chris Dunn is out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's MP. And it's Cornette in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And Ball with the block.
Well, you love the 6'7" length that LaMelo Ball brings as a defender. Just gets a hand on that and sends it back.
Here's Kendall. And MP throws it down hard.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the 76ers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Pass to Bridges. Oh, and he just jams it right over MP. Wow.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Launches it. They get it back. Bassey. And the rejection by MP. Now here's Payne. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good. That's That's another bucket.
81 on the night, channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire.
One of the things you love about MP is his appreciation for the history of the game, studying the former great players, weaving their strengths into his game.
And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Charlotte, LaMelo Ball.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Now here's Payne, defended by Bridges. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, they've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Outside ball. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.